Welcome back to Life Group. Hey, this is one of my favorite places in all the world, and I don't even have to travel for it. I just walk out my back door. This is my back porch. Nothing fancy, just a tin roof, a little bit of a deck here, and a rocking chair. I love to come out here and be alone. It's just kind of nice. Start the mornings drinking a cup of coffee out here on the back porch with my wife, or in the evenings when it cools down. We'll come out here and we'll just talk, but I also like to come out here and just be alone, and that's a good thing. Now, this week we're going to be talking about the self-inflicted wounds, the ones that are the hardest to admit, things like addiction. Now, you may think that you've got it all under control, and maybe at the beginning, in some weird way you did, but now that addiction has just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger and harder to handle. I want you to check out this video because I think it puts it in perspective of just how big of a problem your addiction might be in your life.
Meet Joe.
Nice gorilla. Nice.
Joe has a big problem.
Nice gorilla. Oh! Bad gorilla! Bad monkey! Oh my God!
And he lives with it every day. It started out small.
Can you get it to me tonight? Oh, so cute.
And it got too big to hide.
Honey, I found this in the drain.
The problem? Steals Joe's energy. Robs his money.
Yeah, I have 1,000 bananas for Mr. G-O-Rilla. Oh, thank you.
And affects his health.
Oh, I can't come into work today. My chest is killing me.
His friends are suspicious.
Hey, Joe, how about those snacks? Coming right up! Come on. Joe?
And his family is scared.
Left hand green. Ooh. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right.
Joe knows he has to do something before he loses everything.
Joe, we cannot live with this gorilla anymore. We just can't.
What gorilla? I don't have a gorilla.
We're done.
What gorilla? Look, I don't have a gorilla. I don't have a gorilla. I don't have a gorilla!
Joe tries to fight his problem.
That's it. You and me right now.
But in the end, the problem always wins.
Oh, banana.
Joe wants to be free.
This is me. I have a pet goat.
He wants his life back.
Sir, driving under the influence of a gorilla is a very serious offense.
My car!
Don't worry, he'll be back.
But before he can be free, Joe has to do one thing.
Hi, I'm Joe, and
Admit the truth.
I have a pet gorilla.
Hi, Joe.
Because it's the truth that sets you free.
You don't have to answer that, you know.
An accountability that keeps you there.
I know.
Funny monkey, get in.
Well, chances are you don't have a pet gorilla, but you might have a pet sin. And that's the whole idea of that video, is that those things we think we're in control of can get control of us. Whether it's a bad habit, whether it's looking at things we shouldn't be looking at, maybe it's partaking of things that make us feel better at the moment, but in the end really make us feel bad. See, you can be addicted to just about anything. A person, a place, or a thing. Anything. Now, as you go through this explore it and share it time, my suggestion to you is that you really open up and you be honest. I know that this group is still relatively new maybe, and maybe you don't know these people still very, very well, and you don't want to drop necessarily your addiction in their lap because you're not sure how they'll take it, and I understand that, but just admitting the fact that you have one without even necessarily sharing exactly what it is can be a big step to recovery. So I would say, just say there are some things in my life that are controlling me rather than me controlling them, and I need your prayers. Big step, because here's the deal. Satan loves to deal in secrecy. As long as he can convince you that you're in control of this and that you don't need any help and that you don't need anyone else to know about it, then he's got power over you. But as soon as you share the fact that you admit that you have something in your life that's controlling you, well, it sheds light into the darkness and it breaks some of Satan's power in your addiction. So open up, share, talk with each other, and I'll see you back for the Apply It time. This is one of the places I come to get alone, but I'm not ever really alone. God is omnipresent. He is everywhere. A lot of times addictions are fueled by the thought that no one else knows what's going on. It's fueled by the thought that, well, if no one else knows what's going on, I can keep this to myself, I can control it. But the truth is, you're never alone. God is always present. Here's something you can try this week to help you break your addiction. When you feel like getting alone and following through with your addiction, remember that you're really not ever alone. Remember that God is there, and instead of carrying through with whatever your addiction is, spend time talking to God. Leave behind those things that might draw you into the addiction and get alone with God. It's a very powerful thing. See, Satan loves to deal in secrecy, and as long as he can convince you that no one else knows, it's just you, this is something that you really need, something you really want, well, then he's got you. But the moment you bring it into the light and you share it with someone else, whether it's a friend, a family member, or even God, well, that shines some light into the dark and it breaks some of the power of that addiction. So this week, try to get alone with God. Maybe it's your back porch. Maybe it's a room in your office that you can go and be alone. Maybe it's taking a walk. You know, those types of things are always good. Spend some time talking to God. Share with Him that you need His strength to overcome this. I'm really glad that you came. I'm really glad that you opened and you shared what's on your heart this week. God is going to do some amazing things, I know. Please share with me if God touches your life in a real powerful way.